Welcome to the Missouri Connections Sophomore Seminar Training. Step 1, log into Missouri Connections, www.missouriconnections.org. Then, step 2, enter the staff account that Robin provided you. My staff account is HKEWPIEHQP. My password is capital R ESTSTAFF1. Usernames are not case sensitive. Passwords are, there must be 8 characters, a capital, I put capital R in, lowercase letters, reset staff will be my lowercase letters, and then I had a number 1. Sign in. The next step is to answer 2 security questions. This will allow you to reset your password. Robin assigned you a temporary password because she created the account for you. I will select one question and answer it. And I'm going to just use something I will always remember. So I'm using my name as an answer. I go to my second question. Now pick a question. I set the questions by clicking Set Questions. Now I'm prompted to put in a permanent password. Remember, passwords have to be at least 1 capital, lowercase letters, and 1 number. We're now on the Missouri Connection Site Administration. My name is Hickman, and your name should appear in the right-hand corner of the page. Across the top is the navigation menu for the various features that you can do as a staff administrator. In order to go to the view that the students have, you go to the word go to CIS. If you don't see hide and you see the word show, click show and go to CIS. What is CIS? It stands for Career Information System. In Missouri, we call that Missouri Connections. Click on Go to CIS, and this is the student view of your portfolio. The staff account that you created automatically includes a portfolio, and this is your portfolio. In order to prepare for the sophomore seminar program that is being implemented, you need to navigate the site, take assessments, explore all the components of Missouri Connections, and save information into your portfolio. Example, if I want to explore an occupation, I click on Occupations. I'm interested in being a social worker. It gives me a menu, lots of information about that particular occupation, including programs of studies and schools that I can attend. And I want to save this particular occupation in my portfolio. I click Save. I may want to indicate a comment about the particular occupation. You don't have to put in a text message. And then you click Save the Information. It's in your portfolio. The next step, we're going to leave the student view of Missouri Connections, because the goal is, once you've logged into the site, then you need to begin to work on putting information and saving information and exploring the site. I want you to now return to, click the word Show. You will get the menu that allows you to return to the site administration tools. And now you're in the site administration tools. The next item is for you to create a group. There are instructions on how to create a group in your handout, but I'm going to go to Portfolios and Groups, come over to where it says Add a New Group. One thing I like to point out, that on every one of your pages, there is a link, a helpful link and tutorial. So if you need additional assistance based on the information we provided in the packet, click on Help and Tutorial, and it will tell you how to create and maintain groups and how to create groups. For this demonstration, you're to name your group. My group is QP Seminar. So I'm creating my group. It's called QP Seminar. Every person that is a seminar teacher needs to create the group, and Robin wants you to use your last name and put the word seminar. I add the name of my group. I'm now ready to add my students to the group by going to Add Accounts to the group. I want to search the 350 or so students that are already in Missouri Connections for the sophomore class of 2017. And then click Generate the List of Portfolios. And these are the students that are in the sophomore class. The next step, you have to identify the students that are in your seminar group, and you should have a list of those individuals, and you identify them by clicking on the ones that are in your group. In addition to the students that are in your seminar group, Robin will provide you with a list of those students who are also in a focus group. Once you've identified students for your group, you're going to click on the tab Add to Group. Now I have the students that I want to put in my group. It gives you one more opportunity to add those students and make sure these are the students that you want. I'm going to also click on the word Administer Group, because I want my group to come up first when I log in to the site and select my group. And you want to say Add Accounts to the group. I'm going to go back to my group, select my group, and here are the names of the people that are in the group. If on your list you cannot find an individual, notify Robin, and then we will search our state database, or she will contact me, and I will look in our state database and search to see if they're located in another school in the state. Most likely they could be located within the context of the Columbia Public School District at Rockbridge, but in one case this morning we located a student that was now a student at Hickman, but the portfolio was in the Carruthersville School District. The purpose of creating your group, it allows you to manage the group more effectively than having to navigate through all of the people within the group. I'm going to return to my menu. I'm going to go over to reports. Now I'm ready to run a report on the students in my group. I want to determine how many have taken the career cluster inventory. I click on career cluster inventory. I want to set the report setting to my group. Notice my group is at the top of the list because I selected administer the group. If I had not selected administer the group, I would have to search to find the group. I have selected HUPE Seminar. Then I want to apply the setting. And then I'm going to look to see by clicking on Career Cluster Inventory how many students have already taken the Career Cluster Inventory, summary by student, or I can do summary by cluster, generate my group, and now I know that of the number of students in my group, 2 people have taken and have completed the Career Cluster Inventory, and 3 people have not. How do I create groups? You have to first name the group, go to the database, the graduating class of 2017, then begin to add the names to the group. The next demonstration is you may have to reset the passwords for students in your group, and I'll demonstrate the process for resetting passwords. I go to my portfolio. I'm going to search. I want to reset the passwords. So I look at reset passwords. And in this particular case, this is the entire group. If I want to just reset those passwords for my students, we do your search, identify your group. Group is HUPE Seminar, and I want to reset the password. And I'm going to click Generate Portfolio List. Now I'm looking at the 5 students that I have in my group. The steps for resetting passwords are in your packet. You can also go to the helper tutorial. In this case, I will demonstrate how to reset. I'm going to reset the passwords for the entire group or just one person. I can select the first person. Then I select Reset. The pop-up box comes. One caution, do not generate the password. It will give you, it comes from a database of passwords, and it's too difficult for students to remember the generated password. We recommend that you put in, it could be reset password. It has to be 8 characters and you have to have a number. Or you can just call it temporary, capital T-E-M-P-O-R-A-R-Y 1. Note that I'm not going to require the student to reset the security question, so I don't check it. And then you click Reset. I'm not going to reset at this point, I'll cancel. So we'd have to tell the student to log in now with the username, because you can see it. Put in temporary password, and you're going to be logging in from the portal page. When you have to log out, now it logged back in. The student goes to www.missouriconnections.org, put in the name, and I'm not sure what that username is, I'm just going to make one up, test. And then I would have to put in temporary 1. The student then logs in, does not have to reset security questions, and the student would then be able to get into the site. That is how to reset passwords. Robin has identified that each student, and I'm going to log back into the site. I will log in with my username. That was my username that I established, and I'll put in my password that I set up. Now I'm going to look at my portfolios. I'm going to look at everybody. I'll look at my group, QP Seminar. Generate the list. The username is a configuration that has already been established by your district. And check with Robin to make sure you understand that all students, when they log in for the first time, you're going to want to give them this configuration of their username. And the password is capital. If I was going to reset, I can only reset to a temporary one. But when the student logs in with the temporary password, the new password that they have to use is a permanent one. It's capital C, lowercase p, s, and their student number. So before creating and resetting passwords, you know you have to create the temporary one, but you need to check with Robin to determine what should be the new password that they have to enter. This would avoid having to reset. It's something the students can remember. Let me quickly review the process. Step 1 was to go to Missouri Connections, www.missouriconnections.org, enter the staff account that was given to you by Robin. She gave you a temporary password, and you enter the temporary password. You set your 2 security questions, and then you put in a permanent password. I have my permanent password. I then will put in my, that's my username. Passwords are not case sensitive. Usernames are not case sensitive. Passwords are. Sign in. I'm in here as a staff person. I want to go to the student view of Missouri Connections. So if the word show is visible, you click on show. You will get the particular button to toggle to the user view. And this is the portfolio view. I am, as a staff account, I have my own account. I can go and look at my account settings. I can change my username and my password if you don't like the one, that initial username you were given. I also can edit and print, so there is a handout in your packet that gives you information about these features. For you to become familiar with Missouri Connections, Robin has requested that you begin to navigate the site by clicking on the various components in the site and becoming familiar with those. You may want to take assessments. Anytime you navigate in this site, you can save information to your portfolio. You want to explore occupations, look at the educational. If I wanted to go to education, Missouri schools, I can look at 4-year colleges and universities. And I can save information in the site. I'll go to the University of Missouri, Columbia, and I have the ability to save this information in my portfolio. I'll go to my portfolio, to my favorites. Now I have the social worker as a favorite. I didn't say the university, but this is the favorites. If you need assistance, that concludes the general step-by-step to get started. Robin will be working with you to identify what are the various activities that you all can engage in with your students. You may want to check out some of the checklists that are already in the site, and as you become familiar with Missouri Connections, work with Robin to come up with a plan for what activities you want to complete. One example is the personal learning plan, and there's a series of activities already built within the site. You all can customize these and align them with the expectations of the sophomore seminar. If you need assistance, don't hesitate to contact the User Support Office in Jefferson City. The best way to do that within the site is from the site administration tools. Click on the help link, contact us, give us your username and any assistance that you need. The more detail you can provide, the better it is for us, and then submit. Also on your packet, you have my name, Jackie Coleman, the statewide trainer, Marilyn Dayton, the User Support Services, telephone number and email address. We're available to assist you at all times to become familiar with the site. Thank you for participating in the training, and we look forward to using Missouri Connections and successful outcomes for your sophomore seminar classes. Thank you.